right, let's get going then. So, we're going to start seated today, however is comfortable for you. But let's close our eyes here, and we're really going to take a moment to focus on the breath. So, before you do anything, just see where the breath is. Don't change it, just notice it. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it slow? Then let's find some deep breaths. We'll inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. This is a nice relaxing breath. Let the exhales be a bit of an audible sigh, at least to where you can hear it. Next exhale, let's continue to breathe deep, but let's breathe in and out through the nose. We're going to find a three-part breath, so let's place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And as you inhale through the nose, we want to fill the belly first. Feel that lift first. Then the ribs, then the chest. On the exhale, exhale out, chest first, ribs, belly. Just continuing this breath. Focusing on filling the lungs as full as you can on those inhales. And exhaling out all the air on the exhales. Continue these deep breaths, but you can release the hands. Now as we're breathing nice and deep, also turning attention to the body and just scanning through it, moving from the head to the toes, going one part at a time, just seeing how you're feeling physically today. Note of any part of the body you might want to go easy on. And on our next inhale, let's sweep both arms up with the breath. Exhale, hands back to the heart. And just continue, so we're still keeping the same deep breaths. We've added movement. Next inhale, take just one arm up. Stretch to the side of the body, exhale back down, inhale the other arm. Continuing with those deep breaths. Belly turn first to one side or the other, head follows around. We'll release the arms here into a twist. Inhale, arms back up. Belly starts to move to the other side. We'll begin to exhale as we arms to the other side. Just continuing side to side. More on both sides. Then after this last one, release back and center. Good. And we're going to find some circles in the hips. So with hands on hips, hinge forward, come as far as feels comfortable. Then we'll start to go to one side, inhaling back up, exhale down to the other side. So still finding those deep breaths. Whenever you're ready, let's take these circles in the opposite direction. Uh-oh, somebody's playful. Somebody's a playful cat. Good, let's find one more circle. And we'll come back to seated. Good, from here we're going to swing the feet around and come to all fours. And we want to find wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to flow through cat-cow. So whenever you're ready, start with cat. On the exhale, round through the spine. Uh-oh. We'll inhale, cow, curving through the spine. Good. Just going with the breath. Let's find one more through both. After the last one, let's come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to switch to spinal balance. So on an inhale, I'm going to scoot up a bit, reaching right arm and left leg out in line with the spine, reaching for peeled fingertips. Exhale, release. We'll switch sides, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. And just continuing with the breath from side to side. One more on both sides. And then after the last one, let's come back to child's pose. So we'll sit back on our heels, forehead to the mat. We can take a moment here, rocking side to side, massaging the hips if you'd like. Let's lift to down dog. So curl the toes under, lift the tailbone to the highest point, and we'll alternate heel press. So pressing down on one heel, bending the other knee, switching back and forth, going with the breath. As you go. plank flow. So from here, we're going to start down at the feet. We're going to create a wave through the spine as we inhale forward to a nice straight spine. Exhale, round back the way. Good, just going with the breath. One more. We'll meet back at down dog. From here, let's walk to the top of the mat into forward fold. On an inhale to reverse swan dive. So bend the knees, hinge, we'll come all the way up. Let's float through chair a few times. So we'll exhale, we'll sit back, chair, arms forward, inhale back up. So we're bringing weight balance into the heels, into the hips.
They say history is written.
Let's find one more. And then let's release hands by our sides. Switch to a sun salutation. So we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift halfway to monkey, hands on the mat of the shins. Exhale, we're going to step back to child's pose. Or if you know the full version and would like to do it now, feel free. Otherwise, follow me through the kneeling version. So inhale forward to kneeling plank. We'll shift forward, we'll exhale, move crocodile, bending the elbows. Release hips and belly to the mat. Just use the core to lift the shoulders into low cobra. Exhale, lead with the hips, keeping the back flat as we come back to child's pose. We'll step to the tops of our mats to forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, chair. Good, inhale back up. Swan dive down. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, option for down dog or child's pose. So down dog's the full flow. Feel free to do the previous. So we'll inhale forward to plank. That can be on or off the knees. For full shifts forward onto the toes. Exhale, crocodile, on or off the knees. Inhale, pull the belly button through, flip over the feet for up dog or low cobra. Exhale, come back to down dog or child's pose. And we can hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. On the inhale, reverse swan dive. We'll exhale, chair. Good, one more. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, your choice. Inhale to plank. Shift forward, exhale to crocodile. Shift forward, inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, back to down dog or child's pose. And we can hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. We'll exhale, chair. Good, inhale, back up. Exhale, mountain. And then from here, let's turn this down just a little bit. It seems very loud to me. Okay. We're going to step back. There we go. All right, step back. So you're facing the long edge of the mat. Turn toes and knees out. And we're going to move through a sun flow. So on an inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, come down to a squat. Arms come to shoulder height. Good. We'll inhale back up and just continue with the breath. Really focusing on those same deep breaths that we began our practice with. Filling the lungs as full as you can. And then this next exhale, let's go ahead and stay in the pose and we'll hold it. Arms out, or if you're protecting shoulders, you can always use cactus arms, hands on hips, or at the heart instead. Find those deep breaths here as well. It's really easy in poses to want to hold your breath, but they'll actually be easier if you breathe deep. Keep oxygen flowing to the body. Good. From here, we're going to turn to, we'll go to the left, and we're going to find warrior one. So take a moment. You can release the arms. We're going to readjust the feet so that the hips can turn to face the left side of the mat. You might need to step in with the back foot a bit. Left knee is bent, with left toes forward. Let's bring both arms up, and we'll hold here. Still breathing nice and deep. Next exhale, let's gently release the arms. Let's turn back to center and let's switch sides. So we're going to turn to find warrior one facing the right side. Again, this back foot is going to turn about a 45-degree angle so the hips can turn forward. You might need to step in for that as well. And this time, to give our arms a break, let's find chest expansion. So clasp the hands or hold an imaginary beach ball or an actual object between them if you like. And just find those deep breaths here. Breathing into the heart, the shoulders, pressing down into both feet. Find one more deep breath. On the exhale, go ahead and release, and we're going to turn back to center. So we're going to find a dancing warrior. So let's start by finding warrior two facing facing the left side. So the right foot's about parallel to the short edge of the mat. Left knee, left toes are facing the left. So we're going to straighten out the left leg, bringing arms up. We're going to pivot on the feet, finding warrior two facing the other side. Exhale here. Good. Inhale back up as you straighten out the right leg. Pivot on the feet. Exhale to the other side. Good. Go with the breath. Same deep breaths. Don't feel like you need to rush. Good. Next time, we're facing the left side. Let's stay here, and let's reverse warrior. So turn the left palm up, reach forward, come up and back to reverse warrior. So the left knee is bent, back right foot's about parallel to the short edge of the mat. This back right hand is just taking a break, and we're looking for the stretch here on the left side. Ooh, my arm's tired. Good. Next exhale, let's come back down, switch sides, straighten out the left leg, arms over the head, pivot, find warrior two facing the other direction, front knee is bent. Hey, thank you for following. You are lame-brained. I like it. Thank you. We're going to turn the right palm up, reach forward, come up and back. Pressing down into both feet. Breathing into that right side. Again, this back leg is just taking a break, or sorry, the back hand rather is taking a break on the leg. We don't want to put pressure on that knee. Next exhale, let's come back and let's straighten out the right leg, pivot back to center. So turning toes and knees out. Good. With knees bent, let's inhale both arms up. We'll exhale, we'll swan dive down. And let's walk around to our, to the left to find a lunge here. And let's actually find a twisting lunge. So you can have hands on the mat or hands on something else. I'm going to grab my blocks because it helps me, but you certainly do not have to have them. Good, so make sure the spine is nice and long and straight. We want this right wrist directly underneath the right shoulder. When you're ready, we're going to turn the belly towards the front leg. So belly goes first left, head last, and you can sweep that left hand up and we'll hold here. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see it this way. But you also have the option to drop the back knee. Hand can stay on the thigh, whatever feels best for you. Just find those deep breaths. Ooh man, my legs are tired. Good, next exhale, let's go ahead and turn back to center. I'll turn back this way. And from here, we're going to step back to down dog. Take a moment, focus on the breath, check back in. Much of focusing on the breath in this yoga practice is really being conscious of it, which is what we want to do in all our yoga practices. Just letting this practice be extra conscious. Let's move through a vinyasa. So starting in down dog or child's pose, inhale to full kneeling plank. Ooh, don't eat your hair. Shift forward. Exhale, full kneeling crocodile. Shift forward. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And then exhale back to down dog or child's pose. Get out of here. All right, from here, we're going to inhale the left leg straight up and back. Let's hold for a few deep breaths. Breathing into the right leg. Next exhale, we're going to find core plank. We're going to hold it. So draw the knee in towards the chest, shift shoulders forward over the wrists. Breathe deep here. Lift a little higher. We'll step back through to our lunge. From here, let's bring, oh, well, you guys don't have blocks maybe. If you do, bring them with you. We're going to walk back to center, and then we're going to walk all the way to the other side. And again, you can have hands on something here, whatever you need. Good. We're going to find our twist on this side. So make sure the left wrist is directly underneath the left shoulder. Long spine. When you're ready, belly goes first to the right, head last. Right arm can sweep up, it can stay on the right side. You can also drop the back knee. But I'm going to stay here this time. Find one more deep breath. Exhale, go ahead and turn back to center. And let's step back to down dog. Breathe into both legs. Take a moment. Let's move through another vinyasa. We'll inhale to full or kneeling plank. I'll do the kneeling version this time. Shift forward, exhale, forward kneeling crocodile. Shift forward, inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale back to down dog or child's pose. Then we'll come back to down dog. From here, inhale the right leg straight up and back. Take a few deep breaths. Exhale, we'll find our core plank. So draw the knee into the chest, shift shoulders forward over the wrists. Holding here. Lift a little higher. We'll make room. We'll step through or help the leg through to a lunge. And then from here, let's walk back to center and we'll hold standing straddle splits. So for this pose, we want to make sure the spine is nice and straight, and we're also looking for a stretch in the hips. So for options to help keep the spine straight, you can turn toes and knees out, bending knees. For straight legs, we'll pigeon toes, so turn toes into that option. You can place something under the hands for extra lift, or from the straight legs, you can always hinge from the hips and come as deep into the pose as feels comfortable. Parallel to the mat, you can come forward. Turn toes and knees out if they're not already. We're just going to take a moment here to let blood flow readjust for a moment. Good. And when you feel ready, bring hands to thighs. Hinge. We'll come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. We're going to step the feet back together, finding ankles and knees in line with hip sockets. Good, we're going to switch to a standing pigeon. So for this, bring weight and balance to the left foot. Draw the right knee up. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Foot is flexed. We'll hinge from the hips and come as deep into the pose as feels comfortable. We'll hold here. Hey, thank you, Diana. Thank you for the host. Music is like dance music. It's hard to ignore. I'm gonna fall over. Good. Let's find one more deep breath. The exhale, come out. Release the legs, shake them out if you would like. Switch sides, weight and balance to the right foot. Draw the left knee up, cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Foot is flexed, we'll hinge, we'll come into the pose. So we're sitting into this pose very much like chair. I think I have less balance on this side. I'll fly away. Actually, if you press your hands together in these poses, that helps. In this pose. Good, next exhale, let's come back up. Oh, release the legs. Hello, hips, shake them out if you like. Ooh. Okay, let's inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Take a moment, you can shake, nod the head, to cross the arms, you can wrap them around the legs. Just let the head and neck, shoulders release a little bit. Gorilla pose here, so we're going to focus on the hamstrings a bit more. First, find a yoga toe hold. So first 2 fingers around the big toe, thumb on the toenail. Find a nice straight spine, lifting the torso if you need to. Find that straight spine, and then you can stay here, or you can draw the torso a bit closer to the legs. But make sure the knees stay soft. You can bend them too if you need to. And then if you're not getting the stretch here, this is not comfortable, you can switch to monkey, bringing hands to shins, letting the torso lift a little bit higher. All right, so it's up to you. exhale to bend the knees. Let's release. Let's come all the way down to all fours. And let's thread the needle today. I don't think we've done this one much. So, maybe we have. Maybe I'm crazy. Whenever you're ready, on an inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, sweep that right arm underneath the left. Drop the right shoulder and head to the mat, keeping space between them. This left arm could rest right in front of you on the mat, or it could extend over the head on the mat. Whatever feels best, but we're looking for the stretch in the shoulders and also giving a bit of a twist here. One more deep breath. Then on the inhale, we'll use that left hand to come back to all fours. I'm going to turn the other direction so I'm not facing the other way. We're just going to switch sides here. So when you're ready, on an inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, sweep it underneath the right. Drop the head and shoulders to the mat. Again, the right arm can rest right in front of you. You can extend over the head on the mat. But just focus on the stretch. Focus on the twist. That's pretty intense. All right, next inhale, use that right hand, come back to all fours. Turn back this way. All right. And then from here, we're gonna walk all the way forward to kneeling plank. Slowly lower all the way to the belly. And let's turn the head to one side, and we'll rest the head here. We're going to stretch the neck. Arms can go wherever you like. Let's turn our gaze back to center, and we're going to switch to a locust pose, which I don't think we've ever done this one. So hands are down by our hips. Let's get this way so you can see it all. Hands are by our hips. Palms face the mat. And we're going to start by engaging the core. So we're sort of pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And we're going to lift the head and shoulders on an inhale. Good. And you can stay here, or you can add the arms reaching through your toes. I'm sorry, fingers. You can also have the legs reaching through your toes. Good. Find those deep breaths. You're going to know your breathing. So you're going to bounce a bit on the inhale. So this is a good one to really be conscious of the breath. Good, next exhale to release. Turn the head to the opposite side, we'll stretch the neck there. center, and we're going to switch to a bow pose. So for this, we're bending both knees. We're going to use the core to lift up without twisting the body. If you can help it, reach back to the ankles. Good, and then we're going to squeeze the inner thigh together to keep knees in line with the hip sockets. You can press hand into ankle, ankle into hand, and you might find you can lift higher. Me, this is about as far as I go. Good, but we still want to breathe deep. We're looking for the stretch in the shoulders, the thighs, and it is also a back bend. Keep the feet flexed, that helps protect the knees. Focus on the breath. Good, next exhale, let's go ahead and release. From here, let's place hands by our shoulders. We'll engage the core. We'll use hands or forearms to lift up, and let's press back to child's pose so we can let them back release. Actually, you know what? Let's do rabbit pose. We haven't done this one. So for rabbit pose, we're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to sit back on the heels a bit, and we're rounding the back, bringing the very top of the head towards the mat. We're going to reach back and grab our heels. So this is a nice stretch through the back, and the head is kind of floating lightly above the mat. It's not fully resting. Ooh, my heels are slippery today. Good. Whenever you need to, go ahead and release to child's pose. All right, next inhale, let's come back to all fours. And let's sink hips to one side. We'll swing the feet around, placing them flat on the mat. Let's go ahead and move to our backs. So whenever you're ready, place both hands behind one leg. Use that leverage to come all the way back to knees to chest. You can take a moment here, rocking side to side if you'd like, or you can just hold the pose. Here we go. Now I can see the music. All right, let's switch to happy baby. Take soles, the feet to the sky, let knees fall open. You can do your toe holds here, or you can hold on behind the knees right on the side. You could also rock side to side if you would like. Massages the back a bit, or you can stay and just hold the pose. This one's also kind of nice because it really opens up space for the belly so you can breathe deep. Good, next exhale, let's go ahead and release the legs, and from here we're going to roll onto, let's go to the left side, let the right shoulder open to the mat behind you. We'll move into a twist, and for this twist, for more intensity, extend the legs out, less bend the knees, so it is your choice. Right, next exhale, let's go ahead and come back to center. We're just gonna switch sides. We're gonna roll onto the right side. Turn the left shoulder, letting it open behind us. And again, extend the legs for more intensity. Keep the knees bent for less. All right, let's see if I can find the song that calms down. Oh, it's not this one. Let's try this one. We'll see. That's my one complaint. It doesn't slow down fast enough. All right, next exhale, let's come back to center. And let's find Shavasana. So you can extend the legs out. But we're going to focus on the breath for a moment here. So just find a place that's comfortable. And we're going to find a relaxing breath. This particular breath, a relaxation breath, I think maybe is what it's called. But we're going to count the inhales and the exhales. So just to yourself, as you inhale, count that inhale. And we want to try to match this next exhale to that inhale. Then on the next inhale, count again. And match this exhale to that inhale. And continue that. Let's do 2 more of these. After that last one, continuing to breathe deep, and just letting the breath be what it needs to be. And we're going to switch into our final relaxation. So remembering that it's not about finding a perfectly quiet or perfectly peaceful place. It's just about being present with what is. So noticing what you hear, noticing the senses, noticing what you feel. Noticing the weight of the body as it presses against the floor or into the mat. You might hear the music, you might hear someone outside. And if the mind wanders, once you catch it, just bring it back to your surroundings, to the senses. start to wiggle fingers and toes. Let's add the wrists and ankles, rotating them around. And let's stretch our arms over our heads, reaching through the body. Let's add the face, opening the eyes wide and the mouth, sticking out the tongue, taking a deep exhale. And then let's roll onto one side. And we can use our hands to bring ourselves to a seated position. And once here, we're going to find another breath I really like. And we've done this once before. This is called a bee's breath or a buzzing breath. So for this one, we'll do 3 of them. You're going to inhale through the nose, and then on the exhale, you're exhaling out through the nose as well, but we're going to hum with the exhale. We're going to plug our ears, and the goal is to find the vibration of the hum in the head. All right, so we'll do 3 of those since your ears will be plugged, so it's hard to keep track of that. But after the 3rd one, we can release, all right? So we'll start. Good. After that last breath, let's inhale both arms up. Exhaling hands to the heart. Just taking a moment to check in here after the practice. Thank you all for joining me this morning and sharing your practice. Namaste.